Ryan Little.
Japan.
No! First one? First one? Oh, no! Come on! Come on! No, oh, it's still alive! It's still alive! No! Oh, come here. Eat. He went up in the... Eric coming in, like everybody. Light him up.
Jack it up.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Shiny! 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 We have to get Merlin. We have to get Merlin. What is it? What is it? What is it? Water orb! I have this! Done. Cabby, go. Ooh! Oh my God!
You know what the stakes are for this.
What? I see for the count?
Our marriage.
Microphone check. Check 212. Microphone check. Check 212. What you gonna do when we are back live with another Wizarding Wednesday Hogwarts Legacy 2 stream with you. Bars. We got mic checks. Yep, we got mic checks. Checkity check. Check. Nickelodeon. Anybody? Let's go. Are we good to go? All right, we got mic checks from everybody. Let's go. I see Magica. I see a Corgi Chica. I see a Ghost Steps. Joel JLC. Holding it down over on Twitch with Stargazer, Lauren, Maddie, Rita, what is good? Metatron, Moon Lily Perez, Stephanie, holding it down, Dylon, Becky, A Raven. Whoa, we got a hype train started by LC over on Twitch as as well. Let's go. Thank you guys. Thank you for the hype. Thank you for the excitement. Thank you for being here. I'm just me. It's Checkity Check along with Rambones and Ravenclaw. Want to be. Hello, made it to the first time in a while. Good to see you. Hi, I'm Paul. Are you Paul Atreides? Is that what it is? You must have the AC jinx. It's like 92 degrees. Yeah, I got the AC hopping. It's exactly 92 degrees here. Chica with the biddies. 100 biddies. Whoa! We got 100 biddies over on Twitch. Starting off the stream with super hot fire. Super hot fire. What is up, everybody? Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for taking time to be here and hang out with us for these next couple of hours. We got a round of applause. Paper Dragon, I saw you. What's good? Hey, what's up? What's up, Demigod Hades? What's up, Brita Critter? Hello, Super Influencer Jays. What's up? Lauren! I think I got it. Let's go. I think you got it, Rambos. I think I got it. What's up, you guys? How are you today? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. I hope some of you guys are cool. It is like 90. It's exactly 91 degrees right here in the great state of VA 757. Hampton Roads played always. Thank you, Paper Dragon. We got a lot to talk about. Perez, what up, James? That was Hype Cody from Avalanche was there. Yes, for you guys who were not here last week, we were just talking about the hiring of the new community manager, Cody, over at Avalanche Software for Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy 2, and he popped in the chat and hung out. Got to see me do my pirouette. This is his first time seeing it. Apparently, he's heard things, hopefully good things, but things. About the stream, Bars, and we got a Hillary! Oh yeah, Hillary, do you have PayPal? I gotta send you some money for sending me the huge bag of butterbeer popcorn. Hillary, along with Jay, they were over our house this weekend, members of the community. We watched the behind the scenes, Finding Harry Potter? And it was good. So, and then we had like another half-hour conversation. I recorded it. I don't know how the audio is, but that might be a Patronus Squad exclusive video if the audio is okay. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so many memories. I was trying to downplay the Paul thing that Dylan was doing since I said Nickelodeon earlier, which is why I went Paul Atreides, especially since Dune, all that stuff. So yeah, my daughter Lindsay says hello. Ravenclaw want to be hello to your daughter. Wait, what was your original name? What's your screen name? Because you bringing your daughter wanted to say hi. I just this is very familiar. Also hi. Hi to the little one. Things were heard. I hope the devs that watch have lots of fun with our antics. And yeah, if you guys don't know, again, Cody was here last week. But on like lurking, we have a lot of lurkers. And we have a lot of lurkers who are at work. And some of those lurkers who are at work, sometimes are people from Avalanche Software or Ubisoft or other developers. So, just saying that you never know. We love to hear your thoughts. You never know what might go through and might be suggested because of your communication and because of your time hanging out in here, whether it's live, currently with us right now, like you guys, or replay squads. So only lurk because apparently I can't be trusted to type. No, you cannot be trusted. You know too much, Joel. You know too much. You cannot be trusted in chat. Joel knows too much about me. Yep, lurking while working says I'm just me. Yep, long time lurker here, says Maddie. Exactly. Where can I watch it? Miranda, I haven't posted it yet. I don't think this would be a video I'll post like publicly. So just saying. As we got Hogwarts Legacy in chat. Here's a lurker today, excited too. As we got Hogwarts Legacy in chat again. So yeah, again, you just never know. Hope you guys are doing well today over at Avalanche Software. We have a lot to talk about. And I'm excited about this one because I'm working on a video. I got to get with my Patronus Squad in our writing room. I want to talk about what I want to see in the Hogwarts Legacy reveal trailer or announcement trailer. There's like, whenever developers, publishers do their first trailer for a video game, sometimes you have different names for it, you know. And I think reveal trailer was the name of the first one back in 2020, I want to say, for Hogwarts Legacy. It was at September 2020 during the PlayStation Showcase. So this first trailer we're going to be getting sometime, hopefully this year, hashtag hopeful, or next year. I think will be another reveal trailer. I don't know if it'll be an announcement trailer, but we'll see. Whatever works in the algorithm and whatever works, I think, best for Avalanche when promoting the trailer and the news of the sequel, which we still don't even know the name. Hogwarts Legacy 2 just rolls off the tongue, but will they drop the Legacy? Will they keep will they go numeric route? Will they add Hogwarts Legacy and then something like this, like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where they go Hogwarts Legacy and the Ministry of Magic antics and stuff like that? You know, you just never know. You just never know. And more creatures. So, yeah, teaser trailer, maybe. So we're going to be talking about 10 things I'd like to see. And I think I have it broken down. I got to go back through the script. I have it broken down 5 old things I want to see and 5 new things I want to see. And I'm going to be using the original reveal trailer from back in 2020 in September as a reference point, because that showed a lot. That showed a lot without showing anything, if that makes sense. And the narration, or the person who was speaking the vocals over the entire footage and stuff through the trailer kind of carried the narrative when it came to what we can expect with the game. So you had the looks, you had the video capture footage, the gameplay footage. Well, it wasn't even gameplay, cinematic footage that they shared, matching the words or the narrative that was going throughout the trailer. And I think that was a perfect way to do it. I thought it could have been like a Fig, or even what's his name, Percival Rackham. And so I'm like, should we have the same voiceover for the next one, possibly? Or have Fig, spoiler alert, who is no longer with us, kind of guiding us through this sequel, or at least this trailer for the sequel, and kind of playing up the fact that, hey, yes, we're going to have these characters coming back, but there's also stuff we're building to with the sequel. So all that things was going to be playing into effect. I want to discuss this in depth. Hey! Oh, sorry. Thank you for the super chat, 1BDB619. Let me get my gifts and Nifflers in the chat, and let me even get the new Martin one in the chat as well. And yes, I agree with you, Paper Dragon, creatures. I would like to see creatures for sure, and decisions that matter. Now, we'll get into it. We're going to get right into it, but I will say, for a reveal trailer, we don't need to see game mechanics. You can tease the game mechanics like they did with flying, for example. I don't know if you guys remember. I'll show the reveal trailer, but I don't know if you guys remember the 2 Hufflepuff students who seemed to be in Quidditch garbs, who just, summoned their broom up and got into their hands, teasing flight with the broom. And then, of course, you have flight with the hippogriff, which was a scene in and of itself later on in the trailer. So you don't necessarily need to see gameplay mechanics or live gameplay footage to tease gameplay mechanics, if that makes sense. You can use cinematic footage to tease the gameplay mechanics that could be coming with the game. Because again, this would be a reveal or an announcement trailer. Gameplay usually comes much later. So, but yeah, thank you for the $9.99, and I'm excited to discuss this in depth with you guys. But first, I want to say hi to everybody. Let me go through participants, and if I missed you during my shout out, please forgive you, boy. We got 1DB619, as we mentioned earlier, Amelia, and then we got Brian Smith, Patronus Squad, Britta Critter, Dylon, Patronus Squad, Eternal Remorse, aka Becky, Patronus Squad, Gabe, High IQ Warrior, Jeanette, Janet, Lauren, Magica, aka Lee, and Metatron, all members of Patronus Squad. And then, of course, Miranda and Nikki with Perez, Potterhead Mando, Patronus Squad, Ram Bones, I love that. Steffe, Patronus Squad, holding it down. And then Stephanie McKinster. Oh my gosh. Stephanie McKinster. We almost have the golden trio of Stephs in the chat. We're only missing, what, Steph L, I think. It was Steph A, Steph M, and then Steph L. Oh, good to see you, Steph. I hope you're doing well. And Moon Lily Patrona Squad as well. And we got Yo's in the chat from AMENG with the Yo, and Stargeezer with the round of applause. Thank you over there. And if I missed you on YouTube, of course, Hogwarts Legacy lurking as well. And if I missed you, holla at your boy. Did you see the Instagram message about a Harry Potter content? Yeah, concert. I'm sorry, in Eastern PA. I did see that, Demigod Hades. I did see that. I need to just get over across the pond and spend like a month so I can like go to all these things, the studio tour, all those things. Steph Squad, exactly. And welcome to Patronus Squad 1BDB619. Thank you for the support. If you become a member of Patronus Squad, that's basically either a sub over on Twitch or a membership over here on YouTube. Great way to support the channel. You get access to emotes, behind the scenes videos, and content that I'm actually dropping tonight for you guys that no one else gets. And again, it's just a way for us to say thank you. Small way to support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. So thank you guys. Steph McKinster, thrilled to be here. Work has been crazy, so stoked. I'm glad you're here, Steph. Thank you. LC, they gave you a discount for something 6 months in advance over here. Let's go. Let's go. Last time I was in one of these streams was like 2 years ago. Mozart, welcome back. This is perfect timing. I think at least excitement-wise for the game and hype-wise, a lot of the stuff we've been talking about for the past couple of years, and of course the announcement of the new community manager over at Avalanche Software has kind of brought back some of the people who've been chilling and cruising, waiting for that little spike in excitement for a Hogwarts Legacy sequel, and we've been able to provide that, and I've been so excited about the reception, especially from the publishers. If you guys didn't see my short, we've had Gaming Bible, MSN, CBR, comicbook.com, Screen Rant, TechWire, some other cats. Reference my thread over on Twitter, aka X, breaking down why the announcement of the community manager job was so pivotal in regards to taking the steps for marketing for the sequel, or at least presenting the sequel, hashtag soon or hashtag 2027. So yeah, it's cool to see our due diligence every Wednesday that you guys have been helping me with, alongside my obsessive compulsive disorder, or whatever you want to call it, kind of kicking in. So thank you. Hey, Stargeezer celebrated 38 months Patronus Squad. What's this button? Do it again. Oh, yeah. Can't believe it's been 36 months. Perez celebrated 36 months Patronus Squad. And then we also got Ravenclaw. Hey, thanks for joining. Welcome to Patronus Squad. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the subscription. Hey, Anitra, aka Lightstar. I know it's Anita, but I like saying Anitra. In the chat over on Twitch, celebrating 24 months of supporting the channel as a member of Patronus Squad. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. I need yo's in the chat if you guys are ready to talk about it, if you're ready to be about it, and let's discuss 10 things I have, but if you have things that you guys will have other topics or aspects of the first game or hopes for the second game that you would like to see teased in the reveal trailer, be sure to sound off in the chat after we do our drop. And again, I'll be sharing my 10, and then we'll go from there and hear from you guys as Prestos with the gifted Mimbies in the chat. Prestos, thank you so much. Welcome to Patronus Squad Mazar. Make sure you thank Prestos. That's my soul. Dancing is what we hold. Dancing is what do. Thank you for celebrating 5 months Patronus Squad over on Twitch. Dragon Librarian, thank you for the love. 5 months. Gosh, bro. That's so crazy. All right, we got yo's in the chat. I think we do. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the latest and greatest.
And I'm Stu.
And we are XpectoGO. You guys the latest and greatest. 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 Alrighty, Deity. We got Yo's in the chat. All right, so we're just going to look at the first reveal trailer for you guys. Kind of just this was the basis of like my script that I'm putting together for my like 10 things I want to see, and I want you guys to kind of like pay attention to the words. I'll turn up the volume a little bit. And I mean, this is a, what, 6-year-old trailer. So obviously Avalanche Software has amazing artists and people over there who can conceptualize a trailer that fits the game. Obviously they know the game, they know the narrative, so they know what to show and how to present it in a way that the community receives it to the, I guess, best of its ability. But I'm still going to put in my 2 cents. So that being said, Boss with AI integrated their doubt dueling styles. Ooh. No, also, I said it last week. I'll say it this week. Please do not ask questions towards or toss questions to any dev who could be lurking or is here live regarding the game. They are under NDA. As a person who's been under NDA numerous times, they cannot say anything. They would love to share as much as they can, but there's a time and a place for all of that. And when the time is right, they will present it. And when they can answer questions, they will answer them. But in the meantime, right now, especially since it's so early, please try to keep your questions geared mostly about whether you're excited about the game or about personnel. Basically, hey, Cody, what do you like to do for a living? A Hogwarts Legacy. Can't wait to see what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Things like that, all right? Nothing specific about the game, narrative, story, gameplay, all those things, okay? We're still getting to know our new community manager, so I'm sure if they're able to or when they're able to, they'll be able to answer questions. I'm sure they'll do something in Discord or Reddit anyway. But in the meantime, when it comes to these live streams, please think of their contracts and what they're doing and what they're able to and not able to say. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'll be muting Ignatia now. No, I want hashtag justice for Ignatia. Hashtag justice. I want Ignatia, please. I didn't mind it. I know a lot of people were saying she was talking a lot. I didn't mind it. I missed it when they took it away. I think that was in one of the first batches. All right, but anyway, this was, again, the Hogwarts Legacy official reveal trailer for the PS5. This was shown during the PlayStation Showcase on a Wizarding Wednesday in 2020, one of our early Wizarding Wednesday live streams. And this broke the internet. Like, this broke everything. And this was, keep in mind, before Chandler was even hired. This was 2020. September 2020. Chandler was hired December 2021. And so they did a write-up and everything for this. But keep in mind, I just want 2 things I want you guys to pay attention to. I have the captions turned on and the volume up as high as I can without breaking anybody's ears, particularly mine. 2 things I want you guys to pay attention to. The wording in regards to just describing what you will experience as a player. Hogwarts life, open world life, combat life, but overall the story. Those are the things that you will be presented in this trailer, whether it's narratively or visually, all right? And how we can bring that back with Hogwarts Legacy 2. So anyway, as many times I watch this thing, I love this thing. James, I learned all of her lines because she was constantly chatting.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts.
Oh, bro, This I still get goosebumps. I still get goosebumps with this day. Cause first the voice acting, the voice narrator, whoever it is, I'm not crying, you're crying. I still when they show that shot, this shot, I just like, and the music kicks in. I don't know, is this Hedwig's theme? I can't remember the music. When all of that combined, oh, it's so good. You get the invisible carriage, but what he says right here, and I'll break down the words again. Magic, both beautiful and powerful. Just right there, they're breaking down the overall narrative of the story from the first game, because we saw what ancient magic can do in regards to helping Isadora's, I forgot, Feldcroft, where she lived. And we saw the keepers using ancient magic beautifully to bring about vegetation. There was a drought happening there. But we also saw the power of it in a positive and negative way. And you got that just with this phrase. Magic, both beautiful and powerful. Yes, he didn't say ancient magic, but he talks about just magic overall and that dichotomy that I wish and hope we get the sequel. But anyway, let's keep going.
Beautiful and powerful.
Still get chills in mouth. It sounds so epic. Yes, agreed. 2020 was a wild year for this trailer alone.
That
Exactly.
bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts.
The common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts. So again, we'll get to it, but the title, Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts has just as much to do with the story as much as we do. Whether it's ancient magic and Hogwarts being a stronghold of ancient magic, whether it's just the school training up so many of the witches and wizards, future witches and wizards, who will impact the wizarding world for the good or for the bad. That's the legacy, that common bond. Oh, it's so good. This was a bar. Scottish Highlands, that's Jim Dale narrates the trailer. Oh, this is Jim Dale. Okay. I thought I recognized it. In the school at night, and it's showing us arriving. Little did we know, again, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't played a 3-year-old game, little did we know that carriage would be eaten by a dragon that Ranrock controls, but again, showcasing us arriving late. We're first year students. Even though we're 5th year, this is our first time. So just our presence and how we get about, or how we get to Hogwarts, unprecedented. They're like, what is this? Now we find out it's not really unprecedented because we have Isadora and even Percival that we find out later on. But yeah. Do you think they would change the look of Hogwarts to keep it more or less the same? Hold on to that question and ask me that in like 10 minutes, Dan. Because I have thoughts. Especially with WizardingWorld.com, aka HarryPotter.com, kind of talking about how Hogwarts feels alive and sharing the examples of Hogwarts being alive from the books, the stuff they do to protect Harry against what's her name, the pink lady, but even stuff like the Room of Requirement and all these things. Like, you could narratively move stuff around, because rooms would move around, stairs would move around. You could technically do that to add classes that we know as 6th years or 7th years, depending on where they choose to pick up, would explain all those things. So again, we'll get to that
own story to these hallowed halls
in the series, yeah.
And quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world.
Oh, so good. So then
Every corridor.
we get into the Great Hall, Sorting Hat ceremony, which you'll see later. The library. So now they're like, okay, we just set up over a grand statement. Magic connects all of us, and that's the legacy of Hogwarts. what you do now obviously is going to affect the Wizarding world. That's basically what they're saying in the beginning. So you're like, interesting. Like, little old me, little old James Hufflepuff, as a character, will have some significance moving forward in this game or other titles in what the Wizarding world might shape into. Cool. And then they're showcasing the part that everybody really cares about, which is Hogwarts.
Every stone in this castle
Hope Hogwarts Legacy 2 is a little bit darker. Well, we'll get to
tells
that.
the story of witches and wizards who came before.
So, tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Obviously, portraits. Obviously, there's a history here. Merlin, my boy, which, God, please. And founders and so forth and so on, people before that. And of witches and wizards who came before, there's a reason they show this scene right here with Fig, Professor Black putting on the sorting hat on our character, who remains ambiguous because obviously we can create our own character. So, again, we will have stories that future witches and wizards will talk about. Even possibly Harry Potter with the connection of the series in this game. So, again, just the way narratively they set this thing, oh, God, is so perfect. And I need more Merlin. So, I promise I'm not a stalker. Smith, no worries. You're good. Three stream streak. I love it. Thank you for the support.
Here you will meet lifelong friends.
Companions. Here you'll meet lifelong friends. Companions. Just right there. Just right there. And it hints at something we all really love about the series, the book series specifically, the friendships that Harry makes. Like, they're saying, it's just sentences, and they're really painting a picture, especially after the fact, after playing the game for, I think Sue and I put like 700-800 hours into the game. I know that's like pennies compared to some of y'all, but still, like, it's so cool looking back at this through the lens of beating the game and playing the game and obsessing over the game for the past 3 to 5 years. And so it's so dope. I'm a stalker. Justice for Ravenclaw. I'm sure they're going to tackle that.
Magical ability.
So right here, that just teased flying right there. I talked about it earlier with the 2 Hufflepuffs. That just teased flying right there.
It is in the classroom.
This just teased potions. Potion making, which is a big part. We got Thunderbrew potions and all the other potions. What's the one that turns us into, gives us the rock outer shell? Like all of that. Tease just right here.
Professors.
Talking about the professors, stuff we all care about, because some of the professors in the books are some of our favorite characters in all of Wizarding World. And I think, especially in this game, they nailed the professors, and they literally made the professors as a character, design-wise, mannerisms-wise, and even backstory-wise, kind of just feel like they belong amongst the Snapes and the Quirrells and the McGonagalls and the Dumbledores and the Sprouts and the Flitwicks and so forth and so on. So yeah,
And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic.
Taming fantastic beasts. Taming fantastic beasts. That's literally the room requirement right here. That statue right here, I thought this was just like a random spot in the Forbidden Forest. This looks like the room requirement right here, which we didn't know would be a thing. Professor Garland, just give me my cabbages. Yes. Edoris potion. Thank you, Asmith. Thank you, Edoris.
Taming fantastic beasts.
Common rooms.
Mastering spells.
Transfiguration spell, which is a spell in the game. You can turn a person or whatever into an explosive barrel and throw it at somebody.
There is a larger.
There's a larger world. And they introduced the larger world via Hogsmeade, beyond the walls of Hogwarts. So now you get the Hogsmeade. They show flying, a larger world behind it. You see ruins, the landscapes, the Scottish Highlands and Lowlands. All of this in a minute 30. Just broke down the game. Just the words and the scenes just broke down the experiences we all have had playing the game. And that's what we need from the reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy 2, which we'll get to.
A world filled
LC,
with dangers
what is
you
good?
Can't yet
Animations in the trailer are so smooth, by the way. Sometimes I just walk the map. Yeah, I agree to all of that. I would like more interactive classes. That comes off as a sim, and I don't know. I'm torn between that. Manor Cape looks so much better in that trailer. Bro, the trailer looks so good. Now, this is cinematics, though. Cinematics is supposed to look good. And even this, we were like, wait, we're going to get Dementors? A world filled with dangers you cannot yet imagine? Wait, Dementors? Now, you get Dementors only if you play as a Hufflepuff. But technically, they weren't lying. And we actually go into Azkaban, which I was like, they showed Azkaban? Graphorn right here. This part right here, an ancient knowledge long gone from this world. And even, like, this could be the king of the Graphorns. I forgot what they named it. I think it was the final trial with San Bakar. I don't know if this is supposed to be that Graphorn, because this Graphorn looks corrupted, looks like it's under something, looks like something's off. Lord of the Shore, thank you, Ask Smith, thank you. James won't use potions. He has a cabbage problem. Yeah, I do cabbages, yeah. What I hope is for more story-driven cutscenes. Me too.
Long gone from this world.
Ancient knowledge long gone from this world, and you just see, like, what is going on with these tiles. You saw this. I broke this part down because there's a rune right here. I can't remember what it is. It's somewhere in my notes. But this was part of it. This was like a puzzle you could do. Not necessarily a puzzle, but an interactive aspect in some of the castles or ruins you would go into. You could like light a statue here and it will pull you into another room like it's doing here. So again, just teasing stuff. This right here is from the Jackdaw quest right here.
That's strange and mysterious.
Because this is the bridge at the very end before you go into the secret room with the keepers.
This talent you possess.
Strange and mysterious talent you possess.
Maybe the key
to unlocking this dormant power. Bars. Maybe, and
power. Dormant.
Strange and mysterious talent you possess.
And you possess may be the key.
I like how they did different interactions of each house to make the replay value higher. Yes, agreed. Because this Graphorn looks different than the other one too. This looks like Natsai right here. The map room. Thank you, Lauren.
Potential.
Troll in the dungeon.
Is limitless.
XpectoGO. This right here looks like the Salazar's hidden spot right here. We still didn't get an answer to who this is. I think this is just generic, random, evil NPC here. But we thought this was like somebody in the trailer when we were breaking down the trailer initially. Because this looks like Salazar's stuff right here. I could do with more quests like the Haunted Shop quest. You could tell they had fun doing that one. It was so... Even talking to Alan, too, I think he said he had a lot of fun putting that together. Because it was so different than all the other quests.
But what form will it take?
This is from the Poppy quest. Yeah, this feels like from the Poppy quest.
The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for.
And then,
the choices you
make now
will define
the legacy of Hogwarts. I gotta do that again. I gotta do that last part again. Again, chills with the music. They gotta bring back the music. They have to bring back the music.
The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
I have watched this trailer too many times. I've even used this trailer to break down why we should have got 2 alternate endings. A dark path, a light path. The choices you make now define the legacy of Hogwarts. Yeah, we ended up picking whether to keep ancient magic a secret or keep it or reveal it. Those were the 2 choices, obviously. But I think it should have affected how the game ended as well. God, so good. So good. So good. So good. So good. More choices. Music is very important for Harry Potter. Yes. Yes. And that's going to be the first, that'll be my number 1. I'm going to get my docs out and we're going to write this down together. So, now that you've seen the reveal trailer, I don't know, I watch it more often than probably most of you. Even though it's like almost 6 years old. But I like referencing it for like videos or just like narrative stuff when I'm thinking of scripts and topics and stuff I like to see. So I just put up right here. This is where the fun begins. So I had just in this little Google Doc, I had put up just like 5 things you would need to see in Hogwarts Legacy 2 trailer. And I just got it written down with companions, enemies, Hogwarts spells, activities, story as a 6th, possibly extra one. But it repeats with the new things we want to see. New NPCs, new locations, new beasts, new spells, new activities, so forth and so on. Like, again, referencing the 2 Hufflepuffs who had you called upon their broom. Boom. I know now there's going to be flying in the game. Just off of that. That's an activity. That's something you can do in the game. You could say gameplay mechanic. We can reword it to gameplay, but yeah. Let me see. Nico. One of the best game trailers ever made, in my opinion. I honestly, yeah, between that one and the Assassin's Creed, Revelations? There's a bunch of other ones. But this, yeah, the Hogwarts Legacy reveal trailer, the Assassin's Creed Revelations trailer. Oh, I get chills. I have a playlist of reveal trailers I watch too. James watches it every day before bed. Oh my gosh, which I also hope, excuse me, will focus a bit more inside Hogwarts. A color wheel for gear, please. I like to have companions without, I like to have campaign without having to have a quest with them. Oh, you like to have companions, says Rockin' Robin. Yeah, the companion mod was a game changer and allowed us to have almost all of the NPCs as a companion to go with us. Some of them having different spells that they can use, or specific spells, or even tools from the tool wheel they could use. Professor Garlic throwing out cabbages, so forth and so on. Or was that Poppy? I think it was Poppy. Gillyweed, maybe, yeah. So, okay, let's go with companions. Let's start with the old ones. I have Seb, Natty, Amit, professors. Companion. So I want to start here. I'm going to put music too. We got it. Yeah, we got it. We got to return with the music. And let's go narration. Let's go with narration. What did Moon Lily say? Let me see. The ending line is what hooked me for the game and made me buy it. Agreed. I want them to tease the ways in which they listen to our feedback. I mean, you'll never know. If you're looking for a specific feedback, you're always going to be disappointed. Because maybe your feedback wasn't something that they listened to, but somebody else's. And like, I think, especially with Chandler and with a lot of the ones who communicated, the behind the scenes stuff, and even Alan and Boston and them post launch of the game, they did a good job of relaying that, hey, we took into the gameplay showcase I was part of. They did a good job by saying, yeah, we know the fans wanted X. We know the fans wanted Y. Here's the reason why this wasn't in there. Or here's the reason X wasn't in there. You know? And so I see no difference of that. I don't see that stopping with the sequel. And like, we don't know the game. So our suggestions, yes, are based off of our experience with the first game. And they're always going to take that into account. But you also have to realize they're coming with it from a perspective also that they might have already started. I know Maury Squire, talking to Andrew Reloads, had said that they had left tidbits out, or at least left tidbits within the story of the first game that sets up the second game. And so narratively, at least, the features and all the things we would like to see gameplay wise has to also fit within the story. And so seeing proof that they listen to feedback, I don't think is as realistic as one would hope, coming from a person, a fanatic like myself, who's a fan of the game. I have to realize, yeah, you want Merlin in the game and you feel like they teased Merlin, but I didn't like how they used Merlin, even though the puzzles were fine. I wanted to see my boy play a bigger role because Merlin's one of my favorite characters of all time. So that's just me personally. But again, using that myself as an example, it might not just fit. And also you have to keep in mind what they have access to. Is Wizarding World giving them the entire tool chest and just like, here, play with whatever toys you want and put into the game? Like, there's a lot of red tape to go through. As a person who's been in there, who's worked with Wizarding World and WB, Wizards Unite, Magic Awaken, Quidditch Champions, of course, Hogwarts Legacy, every time I've worked with the community manager, they've said, hey, we got to get this approved through them before we get this. Like, there's a whole thing they got to go through. So even that, like, that's why I always tell people, keep an open mind, and that will help with expectations. That will also help with understanding what is presented to you. And if you don't like it, feel free to share, but come in with an open mind first. Let me see. I'm missing stuff. Expanding the already established storylines is one for me. That's a big one for me, Moon Lily. There's lots to expand with Poppy, Natty, and Seb, but plenty of room to introduce new ones that tie back to those stories. Justice for Meat. I've seen that. Yeah, of course. I don't really need more. Just want less trials. I think a good quality of life improvement, says Steffe, would be a shortcut to gear trigger. Having an open and close the menu constantly is a bit grr. I thought it was the D-pad with the gear. That would be interesting. Because you had hotkeys for the tools and the spells. But for gear would be interesting. How often are we changing gear, Steffe? Just waiting for you to go on a work trip next year. I don't know if that's going to happen. The only thing I want the first one didn't offer is morality system. I think that's number one on a lot of people's list, Hillary, for sure. They teased it, but didn't give it to us. Like, you had options on like how you could respond, but it felt more so headcanon than actual game canon. So I wish that was more, but I agree with that for sure. We need saved outfits. Yes. Ghost Steps. Yes. Like a top 5 ones you can fill the slots so you can easily go to. Yes. I like that. Fable level morality and consequences. They could, I don't know, man. I don't know. Favorites bar for gear, says Hayaku Wari. I think, yeah, Ghost Steps was saying the same thing. Avalanche Software says saying needs to make Hogwarts feel like an actual school learning. Okay, you guys are going to hate me for this. I need to talk about this. So many of you guys, and I'll keep reading you guys' comments. So many of you guys, and so many people, not just you, so many people, Reddit, Instagram, X, all the forums, Facebook groups, even videos on TikTok and stuff. So many have said they want school life to feel like how it is from the books. They want nighttime where if you leave after hours or if you explore after hours, you're going to get in trouble. You get points deducted. You want all of the things, the classrooms to matter, all of these things. And I would agree, especially like the assignments we would get in the classroom kind of forced us outside of Hogwarts instead of staying inside of Hogwarts. I totally agree. The game forced you outwards where Hogwarts was, we just wanted to spend time in Hogwarts, and Hogwarts was beautiful to look at. Hogwarts was an entire map in and of itself, how big it was. But what you guys are asking for feels more like a sim and less like an RPG, open world action RPG type game that we got in the first game. And for them to change that formula, they could tweak it for sure. Maybe have the classroom assignments or the extra assignments we would get from the professors from the first game keep us in Hogwarts. Maybe instead of taking out 2 poachers and a werewolf by using Confringo or something, for example, which would allow us to level up or at least learn a new spell. Maybe keep us in Hogwarts for that. This story, narratively, if I'm reading the room correctly, narratively, more time in Hogwarts doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't. I want that, and we always have to go back to Hogwarts because obviously it's called Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, we're a student, and this is our, second year? Technically, even though we're the age of a 6th year, if they continue with the 5th, 6th, and 7th year for the trilogy. But they're going to be giving us a new map, assuming we're going to get it. They're going to be giving us new locations. They're going to be giving us ways to get to those new locations. And spending more time in Hogwarts, especially for the broader audience, the non-Potterheads, doesn't feel like it's a good middle ground, in my opinion. From a developer standpoint. That's just from my standpoint. I want more Hogwarts. I think Hogwarts was underutilized. I said it earlier. We only had a couple of puzzles. You had the arithmetic ones and the secret rooms, the pulsar rooms, and all those other things, and the room of requirement. And they found a way for us to come back. But yeah, I think Hogwarts is underutilized. But we're about to, if it goes the way I think, we're definitely going to get something in London. Diagon Alley. God, I hope to make sure magic. Platform, 12, Grindelwald, any of these things. We're going to get new locations. Heck, maybe even another school. I don't know. And so, now you have to divide your time in the first game with Hogwarts and the Scottish Highlands. Now it's going to be in the sequel, possibly Hogwarts, Scottish Highlands, and X new location. You know what I'm saying? And with the new location now, it's forcing us to spend more time in Hogwarts than we did in the first one. It just feels like a different game. It feels like Hogwarts. It feels like a Harry Potter Sims, which you guys want with the classroom stuff and all those things. It feels like a Harry Potter Sims, and that's not what this game is. That's just what I think. So I know that's not popular because everybody wants more excuses to go to Hogwarts, but hey, Sigyn! I'm sorry, I was in a rant and I didn't see you. Long time. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I wonder if they have to remove some old locations to make room for the new ones. So, I've said this before, and this was, I don't know if it was in my behind the scenes when I was hosting the gameplay showcase, but Boston and I forgot the name of the other guy. Boston and her team confirmed that the school is, or at least Hogwarts, the iteration of Hogwarts we got in the game is about 25 to 30% smaller than what it initially was. So that extra percentage could be added. They made it smaller. They made Hogwarts smaller. So I'm just saying, if they're going to remove, answering your question, if they're going to remove stuff to add stuff, I think they just maybe add an additional 10 to 15%. And then we go from there. But I've said this before. I'm not breaking NDA by saying this and stuff. So, yeah. Hogwarts Sim needs to be a different game. Agreed, Becky. Hogwarts Legacy is currently, in parentheses, about a character, a student, finding out they wield ancient magic. Yeah. The game you want, a lot of you guys are requesting, doesn't feel as narratively cohesive with what was established in the first game. I think that makes sense. I need more puzzles, says Moon Lily. And Hogwarts Mysteries, the castle is so old, but I bet there are so many hidden places. And that's another thing. That's another way to make Hogwarts feel new. There's a ton of hidden spots. Voldemort couldn't even find it based off canon. Voldemort couldn't even find all the hidden spots. Dumbledore couldn't. The twins kept finding stuff. So you can play around with that. Just add more hidden spots in this. Maybe in this location, there wasn't anything to interact with in the first game. Second game, you go to the same spot. Boom. It takes you to a place underneath Hogwarts. You can play around with that. Yeah, I remember that, and I keep telling people that Hogwarts was bigger. Yeah. Spell trials using rooms requirement. I'm not mad at that. We got to go back to trials, though. So anyway, so am I missing anybody in regards to, because starting here with one, old stuff I want to see in the reveal trailer. Old stuff, companions. We got to see the faces we've spent a lot of time with. Again, Sue and I put 600-700 hours into the game. I think even more. Most of you guys have put over 1,000. So we need to know, and heck, I don't think, because I've read some of the journalist stuff from some of these gaming journalists, that since it's connected to the Harry Potter series, it's going to be about Hogwarts Legacy now is going to do a Harry Potter game instead of continuing what they set up. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense. That does not make any sense. So again, I think they're continuing what they started narratively in the first game. So I'm going to start with the characters, companions specifically. And I think Seb is the big one. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Seb. Did they throw him in Azkaban? Is he kicked out of Hogwarts? What's going on with Seb and Anne, his twin sister? Everybody wants to know that. Ominous. I don't even have up there. Ominous. People want to know what's going on with Ominous. Because all of these characters we're going to eventually graduate with in the 7th year or in the 3rd game, if it's a trilogy. And so I think having these characters teased, just like glances of them in class with the character, I think makes a lot of sense. No consequences with Seb. Free Seb. Nope, can't agree with that, Elsie. Who will replace Fig? Ooh, Favorite Dragon. We need to know more about our backstory. Zillman, what up? What up, Mark? How you doing, bud? What if he's the bad guy in the next game? I've said this before. I'm going to go tighter shot. I'm going to say this again. It would make sense if they made Seb a villain. It would make sense. And maybe have a redemption arc in the 3rd game. My issue with that is we've beaten Seb. Our introduction to Seb is us beating Seb. And it feels like the Kylo Ren Rey issue, where we are like Ray. We're the inexperienced person. And our first combat with an experienced witch or wizard or Jedi, in the case of Kylo Ren, we beat them. Because Kylo Ren loses to Rey in the first movie, Force Awakens. We beat Seb in the Dada classroom. And we don't know what we're doing. For now, for him to be a villain, maybe not the big villain. Maybe he's the disciple of the big bad that we'll eventually meet maybe at the end of the sequel going into the third game. It just doesn't feel like the stakes are high. Even if he gets ancient magic or learns ancient magic in some way, shape, or form, the stakes don't feel as high. Emotions, for sure, could have a high, but I'm letting you know right now, half of the community does not like Seb. Half of the community. Maybe a little bit less than the community. Maybe it's a 60-40, 70-30. But a good chunk of your community does not like Seb. And so that emotion that you might get with having to battle your friend, I don't think will hit as hard as you would think. So if it doesn't hit as hard emotionally, and if we've already beaten him, the stakes don't feel as high. Just going off narrative. This is strictly narrative. Now, personal opinions obviously vary, but that's just my opinion. I think we should be battling an adult, witch or wizard, Isadora maybe, and that I think would add more weight, would add more gravitas. Somebody that trained aurors, trained professors, trained workers at the Ministry of Magic, some of your best witches and wizards of the time can't even deal with, and is now left to us, like a Harry, a la kin to a Harry Potter with Voldemort. I think that's the best route, in my opinion. So, could Anne be the big villain? God, no. She's too weak. She's too weak. She's too sick. She's still sick. Anne couldn't be the villain. We're over here handing out Unforgivable Cider candy. Isn't Isadora dead though? Yes, but there's parts of the portrait that was missing or was blown up, but also there could have been other portraits and stuff. There's a way you can bring Isadora back. There's a way you can do it. There's a way you can do it. You can even do the Horcrux route if you want. Unpopular opinion, Seb gets a redemption arc. I think he will. I don't want to, he doesn't need to, but he's so popular. He's so polarizing. I think he will. And when I was there, all the devs, I got to meet with 3 or 4, I won't name names, who worked on the Sebastian quest line. And like, my question for everybody when I met them in the in the lunchroom or whatever, I was like, who's your favorite companion? There was a lot of Sebs. A lot. So they're definitely bringing him back. How? I don't know. Let me see. Good point, Moon Lily. What did Moon Lily say? I agree. New Game Plus. Okay, you talk about New Game Plus. Poll it. Poll what? What do you want me to poll, Perez? We could have learned some ancient dark art that no one's seen before and turns into a baddie. Yeah. Hate Seb with a passion, says Nick. Wait, I'm gonna make a poll right now. I think I have a poll up. I'm gonna make a poll right now. Thoughts on Seb. Love him. Seb as the villain. I'll end the poll right now in regards to the one I had previously. And we had exactly 100 votes. 42% says the trailer has to show a new story. New locations with 33%. Interesting. 12 and 13% were characters and spells, respectively. All right, I'm going to put up a poll on YouTube and on Twitch. If we have any mods on Twitch, can you put up a poll? Should I do Seb as the villain? Yes or no? I'll do that one. Start a poll. Expecto Patrono. Us edgelords love Seb. Hey, first time, Mr. Meow. Thank you over on Twitch, and thank you, Dark Angel, for the follow. Thank you. Let me see. Seb as the villain. Yes. No. I'll put Seb as the villain in Hogwarts Legacy 2. I'll copy this. And I want to see what you guys say. I'll put up that poll. Start poll. And I'll do the same over on Twitch. Alright, new poll is up. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes. We'll keep talking. But I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. And we'll figure out what do you guys say. And my peoples over on Twitch, I have not forgotten about you. I have not forgotten about you. I'll give that 5 minutes. Yes. No. I'm not going to give you guys an out with a maybe. All right. Poll is up over on Twitch. Can you make... No. No, I'm not going to make that an option. Oh, you were working on it. Oh, thank you, Anita. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, God, Seb is so polarizing. All right. Is there any other characters you want to see come back before I move forward? I think I got professors. I don't know why I have companions. Let's just do characters. I think our character needs a... Ooh. I don't know if we... Again, sticking strictly... Because now you guys are like, I want to see this in the game. Remember, we're sticking strictly with the reveal trailer. We're sticking with specifically the reveal trailer. The first trailer we're going to get announcing, talking about, introducing the sequel. Okay? I don't think backstory... our character backstory... morality systems. I don't think that's something you put in a reveal trailer, especially when it's so heavy, heavily cinematic. Hey, Amanda D, 1489. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you. Oh, so just a reveal trailer. Yeah. So show our, okay, yeah, our character, but for sure show our character, but they also, it has to be a generic one. I'll just put us. I think I got all the professors knocked out. I think we're good. I think we're good here. No matter what choice we made in the game, there are two factors about Seb. No one in Feldcroft knows what really happened, and we didn't help Seb's sister. He got away with it, and we didn't help. Seb doesn't need to be villain. He can continue supporting character or maybe even a third faction. I think all of that is legit. 74% right now say no over on YouTube for Seb as a villain, by the way. Black Flag Gaming, is it possible then, Isadora used Polyjuice supposed to transform into Neve, so the person, wait, that Sambagar killed was actually, I don't think that would work because that person would have to be very powerful. You have to remember, Isadora, or at least if we're going off of your theory, Isadora being Neve, because Neve was fine. Was Neve killed? Anyway, if we're going off your theory that the Isadora we saw was a polyjuice potion of her and not the actual character, that person was very powerful because she was that person who looked like Isadora, courtesy of the polyjuice potion, was holding off what, Percival and Charles, I think.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
Daggreat Claw.
I don't know who's alive that could do that.
Up to no good for 0 bits.
At least at that time. Hey, the Great Claw. Up to no good, of course. Bro, why are you beating up? XpectoGO is the main villain in Hogwarts Legacy. XpectoGO is powerful. Hey, what's up, man? She was badly hurt. That's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't think she was killed. Yeah. So I don't think the polyjuice potion works thing. Could ancient magic actually keep Isadora alive? Yes. Because we don't know the limits of ancient magic. It protected Harry from the killing curse, i.e. Avada Kedavra, from Voldemort, which is what Lily used. We don't know the limits in regards to ancient magic. So yes, she could be alive in some way, shape, or form. I don't think the body that had the light go out of her eyes when she died is alive. But yeah, could be. Could ancient magic. Neve had a time turner. Wait, we're going off. Neve had something that looked like a time turner. We don't know if it was a time turner. That is canon now, Expecto. I'm not the villain in Hogwarts Legacy. I would love to be a character. Anybody over at Avalanche, I would love to put myself and any of the other Hogwarts Legacy content creators in as a random NPC. You can have me working with what's her name, who was looking for Merlin. You can have me as an assistant, a little black Hufflepuff running around. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I know games in the past have done that. Very few. But that would be awesome. She can come back as a ghost and be the mastermind. I think there's a possibility she still is. Isabella is an orb and she takes over Seb's body. I love this. I love Wizzy Wednesdays because we always go down a Niffler hole. I know Cody said rabbit hole in regards to the lore stuff. We always go down the Niffler hole, and it always comes back to my boy Merlin and Isadora. Always, because they should have got more love. Yeah. Always. Who played that, Claw? Always comes back.
Always for 0 bits.
It always comes back to this. Oh my gosh. Because, time turners, Isadora still being alive. Gosh, it could never stay on topic. That's why I love y'all. You know, if you've been watching Wizarding Wednesday for a minute, you know we've explored this. We've explored the time turner theory and how the timing kind of matches up with a famous incident that happened with the initial time turners, which is why they don't go back as far anymore. And we've explored the Isadora theory, especially with the theme of good and evil. And Isadora Morganat being last name for Isadora, similar to Morgana, who is the arch nemesis of Merlin. We've gone down this before. I'm trying to stay on topic. Because if we go down, it's going... If we go down this Niffler hole, I'm not coming out. And I need to have self-control. I need to have self-control. Because, oh my gosh, I was able to connect Cody being hired to a trailer dropping in 2026. Just the announcement. I was able to connect it. I was able to connect Merlin to Percival, who is literally the same character, just different names. I can connect these. This is what I do. This is what we do every Wednesdays. I'm trying to be good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Professor Hecat would have to play a big role, especially since she worked in the Department of Mysteries and worked with time as well, which is why she looks older than she really is. There's so many nuggets like that. All right, stay on topic. I think enemies, we got it covered. Hogwarts. Do we need to see Hogsmeade in the trailer? Yeah, Hogsmeade was the third location too. I forgot about that. Hogsmeade is the third location. So if we get another location on top of the 3, Scottish Highlands, Hogwarts, and Hogsmeade, that's going to be 4 locations we're going to be dividing our time with. Yeah, okay, no, okay, good. Not in the trailer. We don't need to see Hogsmeade. Okay, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. You say yes, Tarnished? No, I don't think so. In the game, yes. Not in the trailer. Agreed, Claw. Agreed. Need to be able to fly on high. They cut off Hogsmeade where you couldn't fly over it. I forgot about that. I think that was a gameplay mechanic. Loading the area, because on the older consoles, you had to load into it. Or was it just the Switch version you had to load into it? You got a loading screen. All right. Hogwarts, we're good here. Spells. What spells do we want to see from the old one? From the first game? That we need to see bring. Incendio, maybe? Just name off. Give me, I'm not going to have you guys say one spell. Give me 3 spells you guys want to see at least hinted at from the first game. 64% says no for Sebastian being a villain in Hogwarts Legacy. Over on Twitch. 73% now over on YouTube. So majority of you guys say no. Defendo and Confringo, my favorite, says Becky. I don't even know how to spell that. I say Incendio. I don't know. Is it E? Flipendo. I don't know. Ooh. Accio, yeah. Accio for sure. Thanks for the talk. I'm going to go back to work. See y'all later. Roxy, thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck at work. Pendo. 1P. So I can flip cows still. No. So again, rocking Robin. Something, because I don't think we need to see, I don't know if you guys remember. So like, again, going back to the reveal trailer. We see like Levioso right here.
What form will it take?
We see Levioso right here. That could be, that's a basic, that looks like a basic spell. Like red one right here. That might be Flipendo. Because it's purple. Yeah, I think that was Flipendo. So we see like 2 spells right here. Just within like these couple of seconds. And then you got basic cast coming right here. With the Dark Wizard right here. We even see Protego with the Troll. Is that before? Yeah, no, it's further down. Yeah, we see Protego here. Right here. He even has the same animation, with his arms out after using it. So we see like at least 3 spells here. And it's quick. It's quick. It's quick. So, Fiend Fire was in the first game, but I love to. I think definitely, I want to get to the Fiend Fire when we get to the new stuff. So, anyway. So, I like those. Flipendo, Accio, and let's do Levioso. Because that's iconic. All right. Please no more Revelio. All right, now activities. Let's go flying. Let's go RR. Room of requirement. We can go beast. You can add classrooms to that. You can just do combat as a whole. Maybe, I don't think, yeah. Yeah. So I got flying, room requirement, beast, combat, puzzles. Again, quick glances of these things. These aren't going to be things that we're going to spend 20 seconds, let alone 10 seconds with. All of these things are going to be quick glances. We want to have our reveal trailer under 2 minutes. Again, using the reveal trailer, first one, as a reference point, as a blueprint, as a skeleton, the bones of our make-believe reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy 2. Wizard's chest. Ooh. Now, who was it? Alan said they had to take stuff like that out. Potions, maybe? Potions. Potions also could go with combat, because combat's pretty. Instead of beast, I'll do mounts. Let's do mounts. No, but beast though. Beast can go with the room requirement. Dragons, yes. Do we want to see? Okay, I might have to do a new poll. Do we want to see Quidditch? I just want to see yes or no in the chat. Do we want to see Quidditch? Again, we're going to be in at least four possible locations. If we're bringing back the 3 Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, and Scottish Highlands, plus Ministry of Magic or somewhere in London, and what other stuff? Do we want Quidditch? Becky says yes. Stargazer says no. End of the year testing. I see a yes first time. Dark Angel says yes. Yes, even if it's us attending as a viewer. I like that, Paper Dragon. Black Flag says, dang, there's a lot of yeses. Undecided says Moon Lily. Perez says yes. Meh says Claw. I like the idea of it, but it's not been well executed, so I'm on the fence. DLC. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea. No, a couple of no's. Big part of Hogwarts. But again, yes, Quidditch is a big part of Hogwarts. But again, Jordan, it's not a sim. This game is not a sim. I think it's a great way to keep us tethered, anchored at Hogwarts. Activities like Quidditch, activities like classroom, capades. I think I'd rather have exploration within Hogwarts more so than Quidditch right now. Because that's a whole brand new mechanic that you're going to be introducing. I'm 50-50 on Quidditch right now. I think I'm in the same boat as Claw. As a mission or cutscene, yes. As a true playable minigame, I don't need it. Yeah. As a cutscene, yes. I think that would work. Even as a minigame, if we're only like the Seeker. If they do Quidditch, they would have to limit it drastically. Whether we're just a Seeker, whether we're just... I think it would just have to stick with Seeker. Because Seeker's similar to the flying trials or mini quests we had in the game, where you had to go through the hoops. So I think you have to limit it. You could not get a fully fleshed out Quidditch thing like we got in Quidditch Champions. I don't think you could. I don't think you could. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it's realistically asking Avalanche Software to do that. Even though Alan 2 did say he wanted it. Gosh, this could be a thing where they could just add the stuff they wanted to do that they couldn't do. I don't like those. It doesn't need to be mandatory, but the people that want to 100% incentive is there. Yeah, the incentive is there. Just from the fandom, for sure. I'd rather have Quidditch than doing the Accio minigame. I like the Accio minigame. But no, I get it. I get it. I get it. Maybe like practice going on as you're in the area would be cool. So we're all in... Wait, what did he say? So we're all in agreement that Hogwarts Legacy 2 won't have an online mode at all. I'm not... That's a different question. That's a completely different question, Perez. Because it's going to have online. Even the first game had online. For the updates, for being able to link your accounts and all this other stuff, it has some online elements. Cindy! I wish it was as never late, arrives exactly when they need to, right? Wait, what's up, Cindy? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Cindy, mod extraordinaire. Hufflepuff extraordinaire. Mama Hufflepuff. To be honest, I care less about Quidditch. I'm not a big sports fan anyway. Snake. I don't think it's needed. I think we're going to be so busy doing everything else. But if the fandom wants it, realistically though, there's going to be people upset. There's going to be a lot of people upset if we don't have it. There's going to be a lot of people upset if we don't have it. So I don't blame them. Old character, Ominous. Yeah, I forgot to put Ominous up there. I forgot to put Ominous. But I'll put Quidditch up there. Get the people what they want. All right, this is the one I care about. Wrong sound alert. This is the one I care about, story. And then we'll go to the new ones. New stuff we want to see. Story. The choice. I think that's all we need. Outside of, I'll put in parentheses, companions. Oh, I spelled that wrong. I can't spell. Stories? Companion stories? I think this is all we need. I think that's all we need from story-wise. I think this is a must. I'll put this in bold. I think this is a must. I think this is, I don't think. I know. Story referencing what happened in the game. Even all the way up to what happened with Fig. Maybe I'm about to paint a picture for y'all. Maybe the reveal trailer starts with us going in a pensive and is replaying us going through our memories and it's replaying all this stuff that happened in the first game. Maybe it's Fig's memories, bro. Okay. So the first reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy 2. Hey, Alex, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Hope you're having a great day. Nate, we love to hear your house and Patronus, by the way. All the new followers we have on Twitch and, of course, on YouTube. Shout out your Hogwarts house and your Patronus. Multiple endings would be nice. Yeah, agreed. I think, Becky, I think you're onto something, James. Yo, we start the trailer off with our character going to a pensive. We don't know if it's tied to a keeper. Maybe it's the Hogwarts pensive. But we go walk up to and then we get a slow recap, 30 seconds. 30 seconds of the trailer recapping what happened in the first game. Then we come out. Maybe there's a voiceover. We have Jim Dale voiceover for the reveal trailer. Maybe the voiceover is Fig or Percival Rackham. And then we come out. And then it goes right to all the new stuff we get in the sequel. Bro, let me write this thing, bro. Let me write this thing. Oh my gosh. Mac, I'm gonna say hi. I wrote him up there. What's up, Mac? Also, I want to send a special shout out, now that Mac's in here, to the Magic Awaken community. I have been playing Magic Awaken daily ever since joining our community day weekend sessions with everybody, and seeing like cats like Zoxa and Joanne, Peak Lady Luna, who I haven't seen in a minute. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys. And again, just shout out to Mech and Parrish for holding it down in there. So I love you guys. What if we see Miriam in a fig portrait? Okay. I'm trying to stay on topic, but the story is what I've been thinking about the most, because there's so many ways you can go, especially if it's Fig's memories. I think either way, you have to find a mechanic for us to replay what happened in the first game for the trailer before you progress with new stuff for the sequel that we'll see in the sequel. You have to find a way, not mechanic, but a narrative way of recapping what happened in the past one. And I think Pensive, since it was a huge part of the first game anyway, just makes a lot of sense. Whether it's our memories, Fig's memories, the Keepers, so forth and so on, whatever, like, well, Keepers can't make new memories anymore. So it would have to be either us, Fig, honestly. Just recapping what happened, because both Fig and our character were dead in the dead center of what was going on. Everybody else is not around or is unalived right now. With the Keepers, with Ranrock. It wouldn't make sense to be from Seb's side. James, sir, please hydrate. Don't be... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you, Claw. Unless the Keeper is still alive. Here you go, Joe. Here you go. Y'all trying to get me to go down the Niffler hole knowing there's people watching. That's what y'all trying to do. Let's get to the new stuff. I'm gonna start location first. What location do we want to see? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the bad guy. I only want to see this. I only want to see this. I don't care about anything else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care about anything else. I just want to see this. Department of Mysteries has an ancient magic room. You have a professor who's from the Department of Mysteries who was a previous unspeakable, i.e. Professor Hecat. It just makes so much sense. I would love to see the entryway of the Ministry of Magic. I'll put in parentheses Ministry of Magic. If you guys don't know what MOM is Ministry of Magic. That's the only thing. Diagon Alley, okay, that'll be cool. That's fine. I just I don't want to see anything else. I don't need to see anything else. Azkaban as the open world side map for PvP. Ooh, yes, that's a mouth load right there. Put a pin in that one. We got to bring that back for gameplay stuff, mechanics we want to see. Or offices, Diagon Alley I'll put Diagon Alley because I know that's what everybody wants. Easy to go down to this level. King's Cross. King's Cross makes sense because how do we get back to Hogwarts now? This leaves the issue with us in like platform 9 3/4 and like all of those things, the Hogwarts Express. is where are we coming from? They will have to explain where we're coming from. They will have to explain where we're coming from. Our our home. Yeah. Honestly, that's funny, but like that's true. Home. We've seen the trainer. Yeah, I feel like we've seen the trainer already. This is niche, says Mr. Meow, but I love a battle of the 7 Potters type of. Ooh, you're getting into mechanics. Next Wednesday, we'll talk about gameplay mechanics, because that would be dope. They're dropping some bombs over on Twitch. Oh my gosh. Plot twist, the ancient magic is the power of love and the connection is Lily. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Get out of here, Paper Dragons. Our orphanage / home, etc. I did like 2 or 3 Wizarding Wednesdays breaking down why we're an orphan. That's the only thing that makes sense. You could start the game on your way to the station. But who's with us? I think, yeah, this is true. I'm just going to get this out the way. All possibilities are possible, thus them being the possibilities. So I'm not poo-pooing anything outside of like Seb stuff. I will poo-poo that. But everything is on board right now. I'm saying if we're going off of this trailer, we have to have some form that talks about, because even at the beginning of this trailer, the stuff they talk about at the beginning here, magic, both beautiful and powerful, it's referencing Hogwarts. It's referencing the Wizarding World. You don't need to, because everybody knows what it is. But you have to kind of set up where we're going. And I think that's what we have to do with the reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy 2. You have to have that setup. And the setup is the first game. And in the reveal trailer for Hogwarts Legacy 2, you have to, in some way, shape, or form, acknowledge, reference, even talk about, all those things are the same, but you have to reference at least the events, the choice at the end from the first game. You have to. You can't just go and like, okay, we're starting on Hogwarts, just like every book. We're starting on the Hogwarts Express and we're going to Hogwarts. You can't really just start like that. In some way, shape, or form, unless we're getting memories, maybe we get on Hogwarts Express and we're thinking back to what happened in Hogwarts Legacy 2. In Hogwarts Legacy 1. Maybe there's a vibe, a sad, dark vibe around us now, going back to the place where Fig died, where we saw so much evil, found out so much about the Wizarding World. Maybe there's now a missing hole, gap in our hearts and our emotions. Maybe that's displayed with us getting onto Hogwarts Express while also now thinking back what happened. But I just think Pensives was so huge in the first game. Memories is so huge in the first game. Keep that going with the reveal trailer. Keep that going with breaking down and referencing what happened in the first game before you reveal what happened in the second, before you reveal what will happen, whether it's mechanics, narratives, whatever, locations, what will come about when we get to play the sequel. I think it just makes more sense than the generic Hogwarts Express, than the generic Platform 93 quarters, than the generic in the Hogwarts classroom. Like you have to use the strong elements, which were the Keeper trials, which were the story to a degree. I think the story is still a little weak. But the mystery, those were strong elements that a lot of people enjoyed outside of also the combat mechanic wise. So I think I'm sold on the pensive thing. I really am. It just makes too much sense. Whether it's our memories or Fig's memories, because we're the only two that know everything, that can make memories, that would have been able to make memories. And I think especially if it is Fig's memories, that adds the emotional aspect to it. I don't think you see any of the companions if it's fixed memories. I think that's the downside of it. So I think having it be our memories, maybe we're starting to become a great witch or wizard, because in lore, the great witches or wizards or powerful witches or wizards were buried with their wand in a pensive. And so maybe we're starting to get more honed, capable, more powerful with our ancient magic. And now we're like, okay, I need to start making memories, getting memory vials and referencing my memories and seeing if there's stuff missing. Yeah, it has to be our memories. It has to be our memories. Because going back, it will help us move forward. That's what we saw in the first game. Going back and seeing what the Keepers did in reference with Isadora, with themselves, with ancient magic as a whole, helped us progress the story in the now time. So I think just keeping that narrative going with the reveal trailer just makes a lot of sense. And hopefully keeping that mechanic going in the sequel, paying homage to possibly now we're able to have access to memories of the founders. Maybe we have access to memories of Merlin. I think that just makes a lot of sense. My theory is our main characters lost their memory due to a bad thing that happened. Ooh, interesting. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, we gotta reference it. So I don't think we can go generic here. All right, new NPCs. Do we want the new companions? Yes or no? And what house? Well, I'll just put Ravenclaw. Pets? Oh! That still feels like a sim. I don't know about pets, Paper Dragon. I don't know about pets. So we would like at least one new. Wait, do we want a new companion, or expanding upon a meet or what was it? Everett Clapton was the other one. All right, we got yeses in the chat. LOL. Ooh, new mentor. Yeah. Let's do. Yeah. New mentor. You guys know my theory. The new mentor would be somebody from the Ministry of Magic. That's my theory. Do we need a new rival? We didn't really have one. Is it possible that some companions don't return, like Natsai transferring to Wagadu? I think narratives, you can write that. I don't know how people would feel. New mentor could be Weasley. Yeah. I like the idea of a new mentor being the villain. I think that was something that was missing from the first game. The twist. You had the twist with Lodgok, for example, being related to Ranrock. You also had a twist with Isadora doing what she was doing with ancient magic. Excuse me. But I think we were missing a twist. But not sure if you want time. Oh, yeah. I started later. I'll go till 7. But I think having a mentor that portrays us, that eventually becomes the villain, would be more polarizing than just another cookie cutter mentor. Because here's why. Having a mentor who is going to betray us is so it's so mesmerizing to me from a story beat, because we are longing for one. We're longing for another mentor. We're longing for another Fig. We miss him. We have a Fig-shaped hole in our heart emotionally, right? So here comes this guy or girl, witch or wizard, who's from the ministry, maybe even knew Fig, knew Miriam, Fig's wife, is able to shed light on how they were as people outside of the hallowed halls at Hogwarts. And we get close to this person. And eventually we found out this person is the big bad near the tail end of the sequel going into the third game. And what does that do to you emotionally? Trusting people now. Maybe we're by ourselves in the outskirts like Harry was. Harry was like, I can't be around anybody. I can't trust anybody. He was so engulfed with trying to fix everything. And the person who, the big bad, would want to come alongside our character because we're a weapon. We're a nuclear weapon. We're weapons of mass destruction right now. It's a power grab right now. Having control of us could mean domination, not just within the Ministry of Magic, but other governments in the Wizarding world. So it just, emotionally, it makes sense for the new mentor to be the big bad. Narratively, it makes sense for the new mentor to be a big bad because of everybody wanting us, everybody wanting to control us, everybody wanting to have their hands at us, our character. We're the only ones right now that can do ancient magic. So I just think, and now it gives us that twist that we normally got with the professors in the Harry Potter books. So yeah, let player choose their new mentor in game. That would be crazy. There's no way they can do that. That would be a lot of cutscenes. That would be dope though. That would be dope. What did Miranda say? Maybe a mentor that challenges our beliefs and throughout the course of the story become radically evil. Yes, yes, all of that, yes. But they have to play on our emotions though, because we're vulnerable right now. We are very vulnerable right now. We just made a decision that maybe half of the Wizarding world that doesn't agree with, maybe even more, which is either revealing or keeping secret ancient magic. Either way, it doesn't matter any of those choices, the ministry knows what we chose. Because Fig was reporting everything back to the Ministry of Magic. So the Ministry of Magic knows what's going on. So whether we chose to reveal it or keep it secret, the ministry knows it. They have to. I think they have to. Or at least they know about the repository. So it just makes sense for, just like Fig, the mentor to be from the Ministry of Magic. Fig was from the Ministry of Magic and also a professor. It just makes, bro, I can write this thing. I'm joking. I'm just saying, bro. Jen Kingdom, what's up, Jen? Happy Wizarding Wednesday. Hi, friends. Getting late today. Yeah, we're late. I started late. House aligned with separate mentors. Certain ones might turn on a brother. Wonder which might be. Yeah, that would be. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. Trust easily. I think Sound was sketchy myself. Yeah, Sound Bakar was. He pulled that AK way too easily. WB Games, please just give this guy a job on the writing team. No. Writing is completely different. I don't want to poo-poo on the parade, but a mentor becoming the baddie is an expected variable in Harry Potter. We were trying to guess which teacher would betray us before the game launched. That's true. That is very true. But also, my thing has always been Morgana or Merlin being the big presence overall. Because it still goes back to legacy. It still goes back to the beginning. Something that's passed down. Yes, it's ancient magic, but where does that ancient magic come from? Where does Hogwarts come from? And so this guy, this mentor who would eventually betray us, is also working for Isadora or Morgana or somebody else entirely. That's how I view it. So Sorry, I did yell at the kiddo. So that just makes sense. But I see where you're coming from. You can be a part of the idea board. Yeah. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. All right, finishing up. So we got companions, possibly Ravenclaw for new NPCs we want to see in the trailer. A new mentor. Somebody's going to come alongside us. New professors. Also, we definitely new professors because we're going to have new classes. Because 5th year and 6th year classes are different. Oh, wrong one. New enemies, that's a given. I think Ministry of Magic employee would be amazing. San killed her way too fast in the racer. Yeah. San was sketch. Yo! San Bakar, villain. That would be crazy. Okay, real quick. Let's go down these real fast. New Beast. What? I already know the one I want to see. He's right here. One of the ones I want to see is right here. I'll just put Pickett. I want to see Pickett. Well, not Pickett, obviously. But what are they called? Gosh, what are their names? Tree Buckle. What? No, I said. What are they called? Alchemy. Bowtruckle. I said Tree Buckle. Bowtruckle. Trebuchet. Alchemy. What was the Fantastic Beast? The first one. Zulu. No, we couldn't have a Zulu. We can't have a Zulu. I still want a Zulu though. Close enough. Thank you, Joe. Oh, Swooping Evil. Is that native? Wait. Where are Swooping Evil from? Yeah, they're from South America. They're not native. Dang it! I love Swooping Evils in Wizards Unite. Rooms for, ooh, wait, where's the Kelpie from? We have the Kelpie robe already. If you got the wait, let me do. Okay, so they are native. Kelpies would be native. So we can do Kelpies. Dang, we can't do Swooping Eagles or Zulu. A Rooms 4. What kind of MMO boss? Yeah, Rooms 4 would be crazy. Murtla. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were weird and cute at the same time. That's a good one, a high IQ warrior. That's a good one. Murtlaps would be fun. The Swooping Evil is American. Yeah, South America. But they're in the Americas. Grindylows. Ooh. Yeti is not. Thunderbird is from. Wait, where are Thunderbirds from? Aren't they? I know Newt brought it back to Arizona. I don't know if it brought it back, but yeah. Okay, yeah. We can't do Thunderbirds. Grindylow would be crazy. Grindylow is too scary. We'll go with this one. All right, spells. spells. Fiend Fire. Fiend. What is it? F-Y-R-E. I don't even know how to spell it. Fiend Fire. Patronus. The name of our freaking channel. XpectoGO. Patronus. Patronus. Everybody wanted this spell. Yeah, Grindylows are so creepy. I'm waiting for, yeah. Protego Diabol. Protego by, oh my gosh. That would be insane. Protego Diabolica would be insane. Expulso, yeah. Didn't Fig use that? I can't remember if he did. Protego by a Pro. That, bro. That would be, oh, that would be an upgrade for Protego. Because I think you have to have upgrades for the spells introduced. So, for example, Incendio, upgrade to Incendio would be like a Fiend Fire or something like that, similar, you know. Protego, upgrade for Protego would be a Protego Diabolica. Lumos Maxima, yeah. So Lumos upgrade would be Lumos Maxima, yep. The Potions Teacher, yeah, he did. Ooh, guys, if they showed this or this, do you know how many people would lose their minds? Because these are relatively, well, this is one of the more popular spells outside of like Leviosa and stuff like that. Ridiculous. That would be something. I want to make someone eat slugs. I don't think that would be as appealing in a reveal trailer. Again, through the lens of pitching a reveal trailer. Also, make sure you're spamming the like button over on YouTube so we can get 100 likes or at least 80 likes to do a pirouette. Internet would be broken. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, Joe. That's a good one. I don't know if it would be as recognizable because you have to also have a spell that is recognizable from it. And there's not some of you guys are doing deep cuts. Some of you guys are doing deep cuts. There's a reason I underlined and emboldened Patronus and Fiendfire. You have to go with stuff that is recognizable as well. Department of Mysteries, maybe not as recognizable locations. Diagon Alley, King's Cross, Platform 9 3/4, very recognizable. Reducto, yeah, ooh, that's a good one. So something that would look good also in a trailer cinematically. Reducto is a good one though. Ginny. Water Orb. Water Orb. That would be dope. That would be dope. Alright, activities real quick. We said Quidditch. Hold on. We said Quidditch. We'll do new. Something new. Bat Boogie Hex, yeah. Buying special spells at the stores in game. No, buying doesn't make sense because spells you learn. Imagine capturing a group of poachers in the orb of water. That would be so much fun. Then freezing. Oh, they'd be like Aang from the first Avatar. That would be so dope. That would be so dope. Sectum Sempra can't somehow use it. We can't. Snape's the only one. Snape invented it. We're like 100 years before Snape. Well, not 100, but pretty far before. I forget the name. It's in Hogwarts Mystery. I love a mode where you can take on waves of inferi. Yeah. Like a zombie horde. Yeah, that would be dope. Dueling. Ooh. Club/arena. Is that new though? I don't know if that's new. Chocolate Frogs would be fun. That's a fan favorite over here at Wizarding Wednesdays. You know, Shadow of Mordor boss fight systems having Hogwarts Legacy 2. I mean, WB has the what's the name of it? The mechanic, the system from Shadow of Mordor. Nemesis. They have the gobstones. Yeah, low hanging fruit right there. Gobstones. Potions Club. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I would love to battle some of the professors. No more flying balloons. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I love that you said. Oh my gosh. Cooking? Nah, I don't need to see cooking. All right, story. Last one, we get out of here. Story. So, recapping. In the Hogwarts Legacy 2 reveal trailer, 10 things we want to see. I broke it down, 5 old, 5 new. You can do 10 new if you want, but I broke it down halfway. Or you can do 70-30, 3 old things and then 7 new things. Returning characters, referencing, I have it drawn out. The reveal trailer starts with our character walking to a pensive. We put our face in the pensive. Boom. Memories of what happened with the characters right here. Seb, Natty, Poppy, Amit, Ominous, Professors, and us. Then enemies we took down. Dark Wizards, Trolls, Doug's Box, any of those things. Goblins for sure, Radrock. Hogwarts, memories of the classes with those characters. So you can get 2 birds with 1 stone here of us looking back at our time in Hogwarts as a 5th year for the first time, visiting Hogwarts, going to Hogwarts, that experience shaping who we are now with classroom time, grounds, Forbidden Forest, so forth and so on, but in those places with the characters that we have at the top. So again, 2 birds, 1 stone, even with the enemies, 3 birds, 1 stone in the Forbidden Forest. Spells also could be applied in class or even on the grounds, locations with Hogwarts and stuff, with Defendo, Confringo, Incendio, Flipendo, Accio, a lot of O's, and Levioso. Then activities, going back to Hogwarts stuff with flying around, room requirement, mounts for exploration. Again, thinking back to our time with Buckbeak, maybe, and then combat and puzzles, just kind of all kind of narrative there. I don't know why Quidditch is up here. I moved it down, so we don't really need to see. Yeah, I just do those. Story, replaying our choice at the end, even replaying what happened with Fig. Maybe even replaying companions wise what happened with Seb, Natty when she turned into a deer as an animagus, so forth and so on. Music and narration up in the air, but something that ties to the game, since Hogwarts Legacy has a plethora of amazing music. I love listening to that thing sometimes, especially while I'm drawing, so I love that. New companions, Ravenclaw or somebody else from another house. new mentor, new professor, since we'll be taking new classes as a 6th year. If we assume we're continuing from 5th year to 6th year. New enemies for sure. And then Ministry of Magic employee, that's for me personally. Locations, Department of Mysteries, that's all I need, but iconic locations that would pop off the screen visually. Diagon Alley, King's Cross, Platform 9 3/4, and maybe even our house or Fig's house. And then, oh, I just thought about Fig leaving like all his stuff with us, all his belongings with us. He and Miriam's belongings with us. Oh, my heart is broken. This story, man. Beast. Bowtruckle, Alchemy, Kelpie, Murtlap, all native to the Scottish. Oh no. Freeze. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. So sorry about that. So then spells. Fiendfire, Patronus being the big ones. I would even say Lumos Maxima being a big one as well. Boom, boom. Those are recognizable. I think that would pop off the screen. I think that's something everybody who's watching the trailer would be like, oh, I know that spell. Oh, I would love to see that spell. Oh, we get to do that spell. Yeah, we're about to end with Glacius Chase, right? With Water Orb, Reducto. A Water Orb would be visually just so good to watch. Protego Diabolica, not a lot of people would know it, but a visual spell as well, especially if you remember, what is it? Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald, and even Magic Awakened has Fiendfire. I mean, Protego Diabolica. Activities. Quidditch was a big one for the chat, so we would like to see at least glimpses of Quidditch and maybe even Wizard's Chess being recognizable activities, but also stuff that a lot of us want. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of us want an excuse to stay in Hogwarts, go to Hogwarts, chill at Hogwarts. I'm going to put one that none of y'all said, and y'all going to laugh, but this is a big one. Sitting. We have to sit. We have to be able to sit down in the sequel. We have to be able to sit down and admire the gorgeous design of Hogwarts that Boston and her team laid out, especially the new iteration of it now. So, Potions Club, always be brewing, James. ABB. I remember, I brew more in Magic Awakened, Claw, though. I need the mentors. If we have Patronus, we definitely need the mentors. We definitely need the mentors. I'll put that on the beast. Story? New story? I'll say that for another stream. Well. Not sitting in an update for the first game is a crime. I know. That was huge. And I know you can sit in Magic Awakened mech. I know. All you did was just grow cabbages. I did. I'm guilty of that. I know. Lethophones would be scary, though. Ride a dragon. Because we freed, yeah. Maybe we'll be able to ride the dragon that we freed, or even the dragon egg. Now that we have a connection, maybe that's a continuous story with Poppy. Yeah, we need to ride dragons. We need to ride dragons. We need to ride dragons. Gosh, that would be so crazy. And it ties back to Merlin too, bro. It ties back to Merlin. So anyway, I plan on having a writing session like we did last month for this script and another script. So if you're part of Patronus Squad and want to join us, help us write this script right here and put it in a condensed version that we all will be able to appreciate in under 11 minutes. Be sure to join the Patronus Squad and check us out. Plan on doing that either Saturday or Sunday. Excuse me. And I got another announcement for you guys. I don't know if I can say anything. Well, no. I'll save it. Divination. I should put classes. Divination would... Ooh, that's a good... High IQ warrior. I'm writing that down. Divination. That would be classes, but yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Gotta head out. It's midnight. Yes! Get some sleep, Becky. Get some sleep. Shout out to all our peeps across the pond who are still hanging out late. Thank you, guys. We started late because of traffic, picking up the kiddos. So thank you guys for staying out late with us here. I think we got something. I think we got something we can work with. So a lot of ideas. A lot of you guys were throwing out gameplay stuff, which that should be next stream. That could be next stream. Paper Dragon, Rockin' Robin, everybody on Twitch was throwing out some crazy ideas for the sequel. I think most of the like combat ones and multiplayer ones would be cool to see in the MMO. Jarrett Burbach, I believe, is the game director for the Untitled Wizarding World online multiplayer RPG is what they're at least the bones of the type of game it is. So a lot of those ideas you guys threw out there, I think would fit a lot better in that game. So I might pin that and throw that in the stuff we want to see in the MMO maybe. So yeah, prophecies would be nice on the trailer. I gotta do a stream just talking story. That might be the next one. I gotta do a stream just talking story. I cannot stress to you guys how much I've been thinking about this story, how much I've made it make sense in regards to prophecies, our character having a prophecy thanks to Percival Rackham, our character being connected to Merlin in some way, shape, or form, or at least the overall battle. That's another part of the legacy that is being passed down, going back to the founders and even the original person. There's a reason Hogwarts is built where it's built. There's a reason Marie and Ravenclaw had the dream or the vision to go and build Hogwarts at that location. I think ancient magic answers a lot of those questions. Not necessarily canon. All of those are legends that are referenced based off of the quiz and the test we did on Pottermore, aka WizardingWorld.com, aka HarryPotter.com. But I think continuing the legacy aspect of the first game, and continuing going back further and further, a lot. If those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. And I just think going further back and back, we went back to the Keepers 400 years ago. Let's go back to the Founders even further, even more further back, an additional 400 years ago, before they maybe separated, and maybe even go back to where the original person or owner of the pensive was around. Because also in legend, the Hogwarts pensive in the headmaster's office that Dumbledore uses was half buried before they built Hogwarts. So the pensive inside the headmaster's office is older than Hogwarts. And I just think with the way they use pensives in the game, I think us being able to unlock a hidden memory vial possibly within the pensive itself, going back to the original owner of that pensive, because I said earlier powerful witches and wizards were buried with their pensives and their wands. And so going back, keepers in the first game, go back to the founder's second game, go back to the original owner of that pensive in the third game. Maybe even the origins of a ancient magic hotspot at Hogwarts, which is why it's a stronghold of ancient magic, would be fun to explore narratively. And I've plotted it out really well, I think. But yeah. See ya, Cody. See ya, Hogwarts Legacy. Thanks for popping in. Have an amazing time. Ciao. So yeah, tinfoil hat day. Yeah, we'll call it tinfoil hat day. We'll call it. My birthday's next week. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. Next Wizarding Wednesday, story. We're doing story. My birthday is what? I think next Thursday. For my birthday, as a present to me, you get to hear me ramble. Get all this stuff in my head. Yes. Yes. We're doing it. We're doing it, Paper Dragon. We're doing it. We're doing it. Anyway, what's the like count over on YouTube right now? What do we got? I can't see. 67. 67. Yeah, we'll go Nifla next week. Nifla Hole week. Get ready. Get ready. All right, chocolate frogs, and we get out of here. Thank you guys. I know we're running late. We had a lot to talk about. Ramble? Well, okay. First time for everything. Patronus Squad members, by the way, there's a video that's going to be posted directly after, 10 minutes after the stream, that I want you guys to check out. I'll post in the Discord, so just be ready for that. Let's get yours in the chat. Let's go to Chocolate Frogs, and then we'll get you guys out of here. All right. Boom. Yeah, I got so much stuff. Alrighty, lady. We need Harry. We got Ron. We actually got Ron last week. Or was it Ron? Last week or the week before? We got Ron. We got Ron recently. Ron Weasley. But we got Ron recently. So the only one we're missing is Hermione in regards to the new cards. So Stephanie McKinster. So guesses in the chat. Yeah, let's go Hermione Merlin. I got Birdie and Merlin over on Twitch. From the peeps, aka Anita. I'm sorry you don't have a Slytherin in there. Wait, you do. Never mind. You do have a Slytherin in there, Anita. Merlin. I always forget about that. Hengist of Woodcroft. On repeat. I love it. Luna Lovegood. I don't even know if she has a card. That would be cool if she did. Gareth, is Ron's great uncle. He is. Wait. Great uncle or great? Wait. I don't know what Gareth relation-wise. Is it great uncle or great grandfather? Because we don't know if... I gotta look into that now. Rainyard celebrated 38 months. Dancing is what? Dancing is what? Dancing is what? Dancing is great grandpappy. Yeah, because was Gareth the son of Professor Weasley or nephew or something? Oh, whoa, they show the face of the card on the back. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. All right, but we got some OGs in the chat. Ignatia and Merlin from Stephanie McKinster. Hermione and Merlin from Samantha. Neville got a card too, possibly, says Stargeezer. Her nephew. Okay. So, yeah, it could be... Yeah, that could be interesting. All right, let's do 2 at a time so we can get you guys out of here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Wait, we got her last time. This is Beatrix Bloaxam. Was the author of the Toadstool Tales. The lady's repping hard these past couple of ones. But we got her. Wait, no, her. We got her last time. We we need some new ones. Yeah, we got Ron last week. Here's Ron right here. Ron. So Hermione's the only one of the trio we're missing. Was Pruitt not Molly her maiden name? Well, I'm saying, Arthur. Yeah, Pruitt. I'm sorry. I got them mixed up, yeah. Both of them are Ravenclaws, yeah. No pirouette. This time we got under 80 likes. We're at, where are we? We're at 73 likes. If we get 7 likes within the next 3 minutes, I'll do a pirouette. If we get 80 likes, I'll do a pirouette. But, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Molly's name is Pruitt. Arthur is Weasley. So, Professor Weasley is Arthur's kin. Great kin, or something along those lines. You're right. I forgot about that. We always associate Molly with Weasley. So, when we see a Weasley, we associate it with a Molly, with a Ginny, with all of them. Y'all get to smash it. So, anyway, this has been fun. I'll say this real quick, and some of you guys still here, you get a sneak peek. This is something I had to talk with the Patronus Squad. So if you're a member, if you're a subscriber over on Twitch or a member over on YouTube, you get to see more details about this thing that I was approached about. So, quick story. Last week, we had a special guest. And yes, I'm not talking about Cody in the Hogwarts Legacy account. That was a special guest. I was a crazy guest. But we had another guest who was lurking. I received an email. I'm trying to give you guys more time so we can get more likes so you can see me do a pirouette. I received an email, and again, Patronus Squad, you guys are going to get all full details about this after the stream, saying, hey, I would love to get on a call with you to talk about a fundraiser. And I was like, And it's with StackUp. Now, for those of you guys I'm familiar with, our friends over at Friggin' Nerd Media, now Friggin' Nerd Mario, I think he's done something with them before or numerous times. So it was crazy for them to watch our stream for whatever reason and then and I quote, say, hey, the passion you and your community has for Hogwarts Legacy 2 has made me excited about the sequel coming. And this was his first stream last week. Great stream to be a part of, but still. And so because of the stream last week, because of the hype you guys had, because of the hype apparently I had, which I was very hyped, or at least loud, he wanted us to help with an amazing cause. And the cause, again, the fundraiser is through StackUp, and it's for veterans' mental health through gaming. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and there's a bunch of military-oriented holidays in May as well. And so, if you guys would be down, we might be doing a fundraiser. We might be doing some goals. You guys get to see me do some stuff. And it's all for a good cause. My dad is in the military. Sue's dad is in the military. We're all military babies, lived on military housing. My entire family has a connection to the military, whether through the shipyard, which is huge here, or service. Sue, even with her secret agent job, has it. So I'll tell you more about it once I have a plan and scheduled out. But I just wanted to tell you guys this because of Wizarding Wednesdays, because of the excitement and enthusiasm you guys bring for these 2-3 hours every Wednesday. A great charity was just watching us stream and was like, wow, I love the energy. I love the passion. It's so real. Because he said it didn't seem fake. Because a lot of people who are excited about games, they kind of like sell it, but they're not really. He says you're seem like genuine. And so thank you guys. A lot of the opportunities we've gotten over the years, it has been because of you. And telling stories like this, just like, I hope just lets you know just how much of a impact you guys have every Wednesday. Not just on me, but to other people who are lurking and watching quietly, who've never been here. And maybe even the devs, you know, who are making the game we care about. So we'll talk more about it. And yeah, I'll check with the Patronus Squad first. So anyway, did we get 80 likes? We did get 80 likes. All right, we're going to do a pirouette, then we get out of here. Let me go to the big one. Let's go bigger. Let's go bigger. Boom. Boom. Dancing. Claw military, little claw active military. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Claw. We demand tributes. Okay. I got it. Let me turn the light on. Alright, that'll help. Remove the rug so I don't spend. I'm going to try 2 pirouettes this time. It's been a minute. Alright. I'm so nervous. 3, 2, 1. Ooh! 2. Let's go. I wasn't even on complete releve on that one. Let's go. That felt smooth. That felt smooth. I like that one. Y'all feel free to give it up to Sue as well. I already know it's coming. Twinkle Toes Jays. Exactly. Exactly. Very proud. Loud and proud with it. For sure. Loved my time doing ballet. Helped with my sports. And the guy-girl ratio is pretty good as well. But yeah, ballet was a lot of fun. Great experience. Got to travel, do stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for the applause. And again, thank you for the continued opportunities. Got 2 new sponsors I'm going to be introducing in the video that I'll be posting right after the stream for Patronus Squad. And yeah, Yeah. Also, remind me next week. I'll tell the mods and like maybe Patrona Squad in the chat, but remind me next week to tell you guys how I saved a life Sunday. Remind me to tell you guys. Leave you guys in suspense. I literally saved a life Sunday, and yeah, I was hard for my kids to watch. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Crazy week. My thread is everywhere on gaming journalists, the top gaming journalists. Hogwarts Legacy is hanging out in the chats. Spring break and new sponsorships with Stack hitting me up for a fundraiser, and we saved a life. Yeah, literally saved a life. Literally, it was kind of scary, but we'll talk about it next week. So remind me, because I probably will forget. Another amazing Whirly Wednesday. Thank you, Claw. And again, thank you guys. Love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday or Thursday. Spread Lumos in the chat, because you never know, and not just in the chat, in your sphere of influence. I love saying that, sphere. Wherever you are, work, home, activities that you do on a daily basis. You never know who needs it. And hopefully, if you need it, we were able to provide it for these couple of 2 hours that we have here, whether live or replay squad. So the world now needs it more than ever. And just sharing our excitement and passion, I hope, can help with that. So anyway, Jesus, our hero. You guys are my heroes. And I do this for you guys. So love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Ryan Little.